What up YouTube, this your boy Download back with another industry talk, in which this week we didn't really get a chance to touch on the Billboard chart and such because a lot of news stories just kept coming out back to back to back, man. So I want to touch on some of the stories that came out and such, like Meek Mill debuted at #1 on the charts, man, selling 246,000 units, man, for the first week. And you know, that's fucking amazing, especially seeing as though his first album, that Dreams and Nightmares, man, that joint only sold 165,000. So you can see the progression in his career, because a lot of people, they only get the high numbers for the first album, never really the second one, because labels, they stop promoting and such. But Maybach Music has been pretty solid with promotion and such, so it's not very surprising. But that's definitely a good look for that man. Hopefully he's gonna take this and continue to build with. But also in pertaining to Billboard album sales and such, man, Vince Staples came out and there was damn near rumor going around saying that he only sold 5,000 in the first week, and a lot of people was clowning him on social media and such, man, trying to compare him to Tyga and Troy Ave and shit, man. But overall, he said those numbers are not damn accurate because he pretty much had pre-order sales more than that shit. In actuality, he moved like 13.7 thousand, in which that's better than what these other dudes were doing, man, but that's not great either, you did. I mean, but overall, the thing that's disappointing about this, man, is how people are trying to take the whole first week album sales and make that shit into a popularity contest, trying to clown people and such, man, when they don't even know how the business works. They don't even really wait until the actual numbers come out for them to talk that shit, man. It's really some bullshit. Like, this is just the music fucking business, you dig? And people need to begin to learn this shit instead of trying to clown some people on some shit that they don't fucking know. Next, The Dream canceled his partnership that he's had with Capitol Records and such, man. Really didn't explain why he did that shit though, but would it shock you if it's about the lack of promotion? Because he been out there doing a bunch of different projects. He dropped 2 projects and he got another one on the fucking way, but he just had to delay it and such, man. But yet, you really didn't hear much about that shit. Like, why have a partnership with a major label like Capitol Records when you can distribute your own shit these days and they're not promoting you like that? Now, he did explain why Crown Jewel got delayed and such, and he said that he finished the damn album and such on April the 21st. It's just all of the moving pieces that people don't know about and such, man, like the re-encoding of the music in order for it to be on these formats like Tidal and Apple Music and all of that shit, man. That took more time than it was supposed to. And you know, that shit happens a lot, man. A lot of that shit is just not inside of your control. Now, me personally, what I like to do is whenever I'm about to promote something that I'm trying to do, man, I wait until I have it all in my hands and ready to go. Like, all I got to do is push the button and shit is right. At that moment, that's when I start promoting shit and such, man. And which there's a risk that goes along with that, because you always risk your shit being leaked ahead of time because you're not doing promotion and you didn't have a release date or anything like that, man. So it ruins all your fucking plans. But I tend to do that so I won't be looked at like, oh, you're bullshitting. And lastly, NBA 2K16 came out and said that they're getting 3 DJs and DJ Premier, DJ Mustard and DJ Khaled, and using them to curate the new NBA 2K16 and such, man, in which they gonna have Spike Lee featured on that joint, and they gonna have like 50 fucking tracks. Now, I would much rather hear of the artists that they're gonna have on this joint instead of the DJs that's curating, but it makes sense because they're doing exactly what they've done throughout their own careers and such, pretty much just taking tracks that they feel deemed right for this project and just throwing it on. It's really just that damn simple, man. But anyway, this was another industry talk. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpass.com, that's down there, to read today's article.